Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's broadcast of Water, Wind, Wine Ministries. Today we're going to be discussing, and this is our final constellation by the way, the constellation of Virgo. Welcome back everyone, let's talk about Virgo. Virgo in Hebrew is Betulah and it means the virgin. In Arabic it means the branch and it represents the tribe of Zebulun. The first decan constellation of Virgo is Koma, and it means the branch or the infant held by the woman. The second decan constellation is Centaurus, and in Hebrew that's Bezeh, and it means the despised, Asmiath, the sin offering. The third decan constellation is Bootes, and it means the coming. It's spelled like booties, B-O-O-T-E-S, Bootes, and it means the coming. What's so interesting about this is that Jupiter was in the sign of Virgo when Jesus was born. The despised, the sin offering. Remember, he was despised by his brethren, and he was the sin offering, and he was coming. In the first decan, the branch, or in the Arabic word for Betulah, referring to the branch that Betulah is actually holding, we know this as Jesus. We know this not only because of the constellations and what was happening in the constellations, but also in Isaiah 11:1, it says that a branch will come from David, and that is Jesus. We know that. Did you know that the Jews weren't the only ones to have a virgin birth story? In fact, this is why a lot of people who know about ancient religions discount Christianity and Judaism because they do not believe in the virgin birth story. And the reason they don't is because so many ancient traditions had stories of virgins. Well, where did they get that? Of course they got it from reading the stars. In fact, there is an ancient Chinese book where it is said that a virgin will bring forth a child in the west. Now, if you think about where China is and where Israel is definitely west of China. And so these Chinese astronomers were looking at the stars and determining that a virgin will bring forth a child from the west. Also, there has been an altar found from Gaelic tribes in the north of Europe that is dated back to 100 BC. That means 100 years before Christ's birth. And on that altar, there is this inscription: to the virgin who is to bring forth. It's clearly talking about Mary, clearly talking about the virgin birth. Isn't that awesome? How all over the world, just like what God says in Romans, that his creation clearly cries out his story. This is, of course, like I said, our last session on the constellations. We've covered all 12. And I am going to now cover the constellations and what the stars are doing with respect to the future and what they have done with respect to the past. I'm going to point out some major events in human history where God told us through the stars what was coming or what was happening and what is to come. Stick with me through this series. I think you'll love it. Remember, I love you and Jesus loves you.